What's up, YouTube? Alright, I've been trying with my Pit Boss Laredo 1000 to get it more smoky when I'm cooking. Alright, so I talked to one guy who has a Pit Boss, not the Laredo 1000, I can't remember what model his is, and he has what's called a P setting where he can adjust the feed of the pellets, and which will either make it smoke more or less. I thought, wow, that's really cool. Well, I was reading my owner's manual for the Laredo 1000, messing with all the buttons on it, on the display here. Let's see. Now if I turn it on, it's gonna start cooking. But it doesn't have anything. There's no adjustment that I can find to make it more smoky. And what I mean by more smoky is when I start my smoker, yeah, the initial startup gets really smoky, smells great, looks awesome, but then after half hour, there's like zero smoke. It's just a regular cooker. And I want that smoke. So I picked up what's called a smoke tube. And you can see there are lots of holes through this tube. Stainless steel tube, and it's got a hook here. And I already used it once because I wanted to make sure it worked before I showed you guys. But you put your pellets in here, you light it on one end, and then you just leave it, laying around in your smoker, and it'll smolder until the whole thing's burnt out and just give you that complete smoke, from start to finish, non-stop, which is exactly what I wanted. Now when I cook my meat, I can get a full smoke flavor rather than just that initial, oh, let's get some smoke in the beginning and call it good. No, man, I want smoky from start to finish. So I'm gonna load these up, show you how it works. So it comes with, and I got a 2-pack. I got these off Amazon. You got 2 smoke sticks, you got 2 hooks, and it even came with a baster brush. So, which is pretty cool. And for the money, it was the best value I found on Amazon. Grab yourself a handful of pellets and just put the pellets right inside the stick there. Spilling all over. A little hard to do with one hand, but if you don't have a camera, it's not too bad. So you just fill it up, and depending on what you're cooking, how long you want to last, you're gonna have to play with that, because if you fill it completely full, it'll last hours. So I'm just doing this for demonstrational purposes. So I'm not gonna fill it only, that's about 1/4 of the way full. And this will probably cook for at least 1, if not 2 hours. Okay, so how do you light it? Well, you can get yourself one of those little hand propane torches and just blast it a bunch till it catches on fire, and that's good. That will definitely keep it lit. That will be quick, easy. I don't have any of those little torches, so I found another way. Through trial and error, I found another way of which I can light my smoke sticks, and it doesn't take long. It's a little bit of a hassle, but not really, not in the end. So what I do is I take my grates out, put them on the floor. This shield here, as you can tell, it's still dirty from the last time I cooked, so I'm gonna go ahead and shop vac it, which if you, I wouldn't say you have to, but I think it's a good idea to continually clean out your smoker, because Wood creates ash. Ash makes everything dirty. So with a smoker, I think it's a good idea too, if you know you're going to smoke, just clean it out ahead of time. So you disengage the arm here and just set that up aside, and this whole pan can come right up and out. And voila. Ugh. Messy stuff, pretty dirty. Okay, so I'm gonna get the shop vac in here and start vacuuming this out. All right, so I got it all shop vac out. I know it's hard to see because I don't have the light on. I didn't want to turn the light on yet because I didn't want power to be running. But now that it's all vacuumed out, I'll turn the power on and I'll show it to you. All right, so there's our light. Ooh, that's getting pretty covered in smoke. I'm gonna have to get a cleaning detergent to clean that off so I can start seeing better. But take my word for it, it's definitely cleaner. All the ash is out. Now, at this point, I would clean it out before I start cooking. So at this point, I turn it on while the grate is still off, and I can see in there where the pellets are feeding in. And it's gonna start heating up and cooking. As soon as that happens, as soon as I start seeing some flame or sparks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my smoke stick right inside there. In fact, I can probably stick it there right now. And then just let it sit. And as soon as it starts burning, it'll start burning into the smoke stick. I'll pull that out, put all my grates back in, set the smoke stick in. It'll be good to go. Okay, definitely got smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Let's see what we got inside here. Tons of smoke. Alright, well, we don't want smoke, we want fire. Give it a couple more minutes here. Okay, I can hear some rumbling on the inside, and the smoke is definitely becoming more pronounced, coming out of everywhere. Yep, there's the flame. Okay. I got my tongs right here. Got the hook on it. Let's see. Oh yeah, got a flame going right there. Hook it on the handle there and just let it sit. You can blow out the fire and see all that smoke. So let's go ahead and put this tray in here. Whoa. Okay. So here's a perfect example. Right now, no smoke coming out of the stack. Even though we know it's lit and on fire. No smoke coming out of the edges of the door, out of the stack, nothing. But you get over here, and what do we got here? Smoke. Coming right out of our, let's see, this is too hot. Oh, okay, it's cooled down. You got smoke coming right out of our smoke stick. And I've only got this a quarter of the way full. And if I leave it like that, it'll just keep smoldering and smoldering and smoldering. You see the red coals up in there? Blow on it, get a little more smoke going. But so yeah, so now that the pellet feeder and the heating element are turned off, it's stabilized at 164. Okay, no smoke. No smoke at all. You lay this in here. You could even take the hook and hook it up on one of the ledges up here. So it's got a upward angle. That way the heat and the coals work its way up the tube. And now you got smoke. With one tube, I can close it, blow all the smoke away, and look, we got smoke coming out of our stack. It's actually smoking. And I kid you not, it will stay smoking for hours. And if you put a second one in there, it'll double the smoke. It'll be coming out of the doorway, the door frame, just smoke all over the place, which is great when you want it. Depending on what you're cooking, you might not want that strong smoky flavor. I like it. A lot of people don't, or some people don't. But there you have it. Smoke sticks. And as you can see, we open this up. The only place that we have smoke coming from is right there. And it's enough to fill the whole smoker. So you don't have to have a propane torch. You can put it right in your smoker and let it light itself. Pretty self-explanatory, guys. But this is definitely the way to go. If you want to increase your smoke a little bit, put one in. A lot, put two in. If and you gotta play with it. If you only want a smoke for an hour or two, just put a couple inches in the tube. If you want to smoke all night long, fill the tube up to the top. All right, guys, we'll catch you later.